Welcome back, HMC, to our 5th ever squat workout. This is the second last before we switch our programming block for trimester 2. So what we're going to do, as always, check in on that space. Make sure you've got about 3 to 5 feet of obstacle-free space around you. Make sure the floors are clear. Have that water nearby. And as always, if you feel like you need to take a break, feel free to just pause me. I'll be right here and come back when you feel ready and you feel safe. Now that we've taken care of that, let's go ahead, reaching right on up. Lacing those fingers together, palms to the ceiling. Exhale down. One more time, reaching right on up. Exhale down. Reaching up. And on the exhale, let's drop those hands into some arm circles. Just waking up that body top to bottom. Really crucial that we thoroughly warm up during pregnancy. Less synovial fluid, less kind of that lubricating WD-40 of our joints is produced. So warming up is really, really important. Reaching those arms out nice and wide. We can bring them back in behind our backs. Hands together, create that space. Opening up that chest. Drop those hands down. Let's bring the right arm across. Hug it across your body. You should feel a deep stretch in that posterior deltoid. Drop it down, switching sides. Very, very gently look over your left shoulder like there's someone goofing off behind you on the bus. Back to center, looking over the right. Left ear to left shoulder. Back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Amazing. Let's go ahead. Feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Hip circles. You should feel a stretch in the hamstring as you send that booty backwards. When hips come forward, down the quadriceps. Switching directions. Perfect. Bringing those knees up, high knees. All the way up for those high knees. 10 more seconds here. Then what we do on one side, we do on the opposite. So then we're going to kick ourselves in the butt. Start doing that. Stretch out those quads a little bit dynamically. Taking that time here may seem silly, but this is helping your body warm up. Set that intention. Why did you press play today? All right, let's go ahead and open up those hips. All the way over. We're getting pretty good at these ones by now. All right, now let's take it inwards. Perfect, drop it down. Let's take right foot up, draw those circles on the floor. Drop it down, switching sides. Perfect, one last stretch because we are doing a lower body squat workout today. Left foot comes forward, right leg is straight, heels planted behind you. Press forward with those hips. Exhale, rock back. Bring yourself back up to center very slowly. Switching sides, right foot is forward, left foot is straight and back. Stretching out that calf, those hip flexors on the left side. On the next breath, rock it back. Bring yourself back up to center. Go ahead, grab a sip of water, and let's get right back into it for our working sets. All right, let's go ahead and get things started. Grabbing onto those dumbbells if you'd like. If not, you can do these first couple movements just body weight. Feet shoulder width apart, shoulder blades back and down, belly button to spine. We're gonna go ahead and start with some dumbbell squats. So dropping down like we're sitting in a chair, pressing through all 4 corners of our feet. as we come back down. We're going to do 3 sets of 15 here, kind of upping that rep range as we get fitter. All the way down like you're sitting in a chair, chest stays proud. All the way up. 5 more. 3, 2, taking your time. We're not just throwing our bodies around. Last one. Stand it up straight. Take your little mini rest here. Give your body what it needs. Check in on how that felt. If you felt like it was a little bit tricky, those 15 were a little bit tricky, you can dial back the reps to 10 or ditch the weights, do it body weight. Whatever you find most comfortable for yourself. All right, now that we've taken our rest, grabbing those weights again if you're using them. Hands to the side like you're holding 2 suitcases. Chest is proud. Baby up and in. Drop it like a squat for 15. And really don't worry about those double chins. You want to be looking about 6 feet on the ground in front of you. And if you're doing a body weight, hands can be out in front of you. They can be crossed across your chest. I revert to kind of a T-Rex position. Whatever's easiest for you. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, take that mini rest. We've got 1 more round of these to go. And it's really important to make sure that we're going ahead and we're pushing through the heels of our feet. That's why I say 4 corners. We're not diving off into our toe zone. We're all the way back because we want to be strengthening that posterior chain. So much of parenthood occurs out here. So to prevent imbalances, we really want to work on the back side, the posterior shoulder to heel, strengthening that side of our bodies as well. All right. Final tweaks. Screw those feet into the floor. Weights come up. Great big deep breath. Drop it like a squat. Two, 1. Go ahead, drop down those weights. We're gonna give ourselves a 1-minute rest here while I introduce the next movement. All right, so next up, we're gonna keep on with the squat theme. We're gonna bring those feet outwards, pointing towards the corners of the room, heels towards each other. And we're gonna grab either 1 dumbbell or none. We're gonna hold the dumbbell up here near our chest for some sumo goblet squats. So we're kind of throwing together. Not throwing together. We're kind of combining squat techniques, squat variations to keep things fresh while targeting that posterior chain. So let's set ourselves up, heels towards each other, toes towards the corner of the room. 3 sets of 15 sumo goblet squats. Let's go ahead, drop it like a squat. That's 5. And that's 10. 5 more. And 1. Drop that weight down. Stand it up. Catch your breath. Give your body what it needs here. We've got 2 more rounds of that. 2 sets in, hard part's over. Those endorphins are seconds away from kicking in. All right. When you're ready, mama, grab that weight. Bring it up to chest height. Heels towards each other, toes towards the corners of the room. Let's go ahead. Let's sumo squat for 15. Seven. 13, 14, last one, 15. Drop that dumbbell. Stand it up, give yourself what you need here. One more set of those. Getting that body moving, making sure we're checking in with ourselves. 20 more seconds. Why did you press play today? Remember that when things get a little tricky. Bring up that weight. Find your breath. Shoulders back and down, baby up and in. Drop it for 15. Count it down with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Stand it up. We're going to do a body weight set for our next set, so set those weights aside. Give yourself what you need here. Make sure to hydrate. Your water needs go up as pregnancy progresses, so making sure you're checking in with yourself, you're checking in with those thirst signals. All right, 30 more seconds here of this rest. Next up, we're gonna do some body weight reverse lunges. Same thing, 15 on each leg, 3 times. So chest is gonna stay proud, hips are square with your screen, and we're gonna lunge back with 1, drop it down, and that's 1 rep, and we're gonna go 1 leg at a time. So right first for 15, left, and then we're gonna take a break. We'll do it 2 more times. All right, when you're ready, mama, count it down with me. From 5, hips are square, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse lunge for 15. And we're not alternating. We are going 1 leg at a time. Chests are proud, pressing through all 4 corners of that stationary leg. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Let's switch sides. Sometimes you need a little bit more shaking out than other times. Hips are square, left leg goes back. Ten, 9, 4, 3, those legs should be burning, 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out, 30 seconds, give yourself what you need here. We're right in the middle. We've got the easy stuff after this, the accessory work. You are so close. Hard part's over, you press play. All right, taking that time, let's square off those hips. Shoulder blades back and down. Chest is proud, baby's held up and in. When you're ready, mama, backwards we go for 15. All the way back. Make sure you can talk but not sing. We're checking in on that intensity. 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out, let's switch. Left leg goes back for 15. You got this, mama. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out. We should be nice and warm. We should be feeling it in those quads, in those hamstrings, and those glutes by now. 1 minute rest here, grab that water. 1 more set, let's give our bodies what it needs. I like to kind of shuffle around, keep that lactic acid processing. Checking on that posture. We're not turning ourselves into question marks. Nice and proud. All right, when you're ready, mama, start to square off those hips. Bring those shoulders back and down. Chests are proud, babies held up and in. And let's go ahead, let's lunge for 15. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out, let's switch. 4, 15, 14. You got this. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I cheated. I stepped out of that one early. Go ahead, give yourself what you need here. Take a 1 minute rest. We're gonna get into our next set, which are banded monster walks. All right, now that we're nice and rested and you're ready, grab onto those bands. And just so we're familiar with our setup for our monster walks, we're gonna bring those bands underneath our feet, underneath the arch of both. Step those feet nice and wide, and to create even more resistance, we're gonna cross those bands, row them up to your hips. Remember, neutral pelvis, baby is hugged up and in, shoulder blades are back and down. And we're gonna do 30 seconds per, and we're just gonna shuffle side to side, and these are our monster walks, and you should feel them right in the glute medius. All right, so when you're ready, mama, let's go ahead. Monster walk for 30 seconds. These look silly, I know, but you should be feeling it by now. Halfway there. All right, 5 seconds left, right till the end. Release that tension, stand it up straight, shake it out, give yourself what you need here. 30-second rest. We've got 2 more rounds of those. Taking that time, checking on where you're feeling it. We should be feeling it right in those glute medius, right in the side of your hips where they meet your thighs. You don't want to feel it in your lower back. You might feel a little bit in those adductors right on the inside of your thighs. That's totally normal. All right, let's give ourselves that time. Row those hands up to your hips. Soft bend in the knees. Monster walk for 30. All the way back, all the way forth. You might feel a little ridiculous, but I swear these work. Fifteen more seconds. 5 seconds, you got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop them down, stand it up. Shake it out, give yourself what you need here. One more set of these, and we're gonna burn it out with some calf raises. Nice little lower body finisher for us today. All right, roll those shoulders back. Hands go down. Cross those handles, handles to hips. Soft bend in those knees, let's walk. Hopefully your blinds are closed, or your neighbors might think you're trying to teach yourself that you can't touch this dance. Little MC Hammer moment. Halfway there. Should really be burning by now. Two, 1, drop it down. Ditch those bands. We can set them aside. 1 minute rest. Give yourself what you need here. Take that time. Grab that water. Pet that dog. Pet that cat. Check your phone. Check your thermostat. We're going to have 1 minute just to really process that lactic acid. Then we're going to go ahead and do a calf raise burnout. As fun as that sounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 rounds. Not 10 rounds. So what we're going to do is 10 reps of parallel calf raises for 10. Then we're going to bring it in to our heels for 10. We're going to do 3 rounds of that. So 20 reps total, 3 times, 60 calf raises, heels parallel, heels in, and that will be our finisher for today. So go ahead, cuss me out now. Let's go ahead, keep those feet parallel, soft bend in those knees. Chests are proud, babies hugged up and in. Calf raise for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels in for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30-second rest here. You should be feeling it right by rep number 7 of those heels in, and we've got 2 more rounds. All right, let's go ahead, set yourself up. Chests are proud. Parallel for 10. Heels in for 10. Yep, starting to feel it. 2, 1, drop it down, shake it out. Walk it off, give yourself what you need here. 1 more set of those. We really want to blast those calves as our finisher today. All right. Ooh, yeah, I feel those. Feet are parallel, chests are proud, heels up for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels in for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super normal to have that burn creep up into your hamstrings. That is totally normal. Let's go ahead, grab yourself that water. When you're ready, go ahead and join me with this cool down. Reaching right on up. Fingers laced together, palms to the sky. Exhale, drop it down. One more time, reaching right on up. Exhale, drop it down. Together, reaching up. Drop it down. Let's go ahead when you're ready. Right ear to right shoulder. And then nose to the floor. Chin to chest. Nose to the floor on the left side. Ear to shoulder on this side. Bring it back on up. Drop those shoulders in some great big shoulder rolls. Going backwards first. And going ahead, switching directions. Stepping backwards with your right leg. Press that right heel into the ground with a square hips and a straight right leg. Press forward, stretch out that calf. And on your next breath, go ahead, rock those feet backwards, straighten out that front leg, see if you can touch your toe. Very gently, very slowly bring yourself back up to standing, switching sides. Right foot forward, left leg back. Pressing those hips forward and through, stretching out that left calf. And when you're ready, go ahead, rocking onto that back foot. See if you can touch your toes. And on the next inhale, bring yourself back up. And we're going to grab onto that wall, that countertop, that chair for safety. Left hand's going to hold onto that left foot. Press those hips forward and through. Then go ahead, drop it down. Switching sides. Right foot, right hand. Press those hips forward and through. Go ahead, drop that down. And last time with me, go ahead, inhale all the way up. And exhale, drop it down. Thank you so much for joining me for our 5th ever squat workout. Make sure to grab that water and give your body what it needs today. And I can't wait to see you next time.